My name is Arييل. I am a Jewish Google worker who worked at Google for 7 years, and I resigned last week due to the company's pattern of retaliation against workers who act in solidarity with the Palestinian community and who speak out for Palestinian rights. Deeply, deeply concerning and really infuriating for us as workers. The company has intentionally withheld information, so they've been extremely secretive about what the actual nature of the contracts are, but there are a few things that we do know about the contract. So one of the things that we know about the contracts is that Google is going to be providing powerful AI technology, and that surveillance will be one of the use cases. The reason we know this is because there was actually a conversation between a government official from Israel and someone from within the Google team. This conversation was reported on by The Intercept, where someone, from who was a client from within the Israeli government was asking if through the technology provided through Project Nimbus, they would be able to detect if someone is lying. So it was really clear that there was an interrogation and surveillance use case that was being thought of at the time. And the Google worker responded that essentially, yes, that our technology, Google's AI tools and capacities would be able to detect if someone is lying. This is not true. We do not have that kind of power and potential. So this was actually a lie and was just deeply concerning. So essentially what that means is that Google is handing over extremely powerful tools and technology to a government and military widely recognized to be carrying out apartheid and war crimes. So that has been one of the kind of extreme causes of concern and what we view as being a crisis of conscience. We don't believe as workers that our company, which is the world's largest search engine and something that should really be serving as a public good, right? Something that is meant to help people with a government and military, it shouldn't be happening, but much less. So the day that I resigned, a group of 15 Google workers, many of whom are Palestinian, a group of 15 Palestinian workers and also anti-Zionist Jewish workers, Arab workers, and Muslim workers, all who are allies to Palestinians and who are in solidarity with Palestinians, put out a series of firsthand accounts and testimonies about their experiences working within Google and, seeing the way that not only Google has silenced workers who speak out about these unethical contracts in Project Nimbus, but just generally they speak out about Google's deeply ingrained culture of silencing and censoring workers who speak out in support of Palestinian rights within the company. And the reason that most of these workers are speaking out anonymously is due to Google's culture of censorship and retaliation.
Countless employees have tried to speak out about violations the Palestinians have endured and have been intentionally ignored. So when opaque military contracts arise like Project Nimbus, it makes me feel like I am working for the bad guy.
Right? A lot of workers are afraid that if they speak out with their name and with their face, they might experience retaliation. And the reason they believe that is because Google has a clear pattern of retaliating. Many of the workers who shared their testimonies are actually sharing stories of actual material harm that's been done in the form of retaliation. Google's founding motto is "Don't be evil," and it's doing exactly the opposite here. Project Nimbus it's an unethical and dangerous contract because through Project Nimbus, Google is profiting off of fueling Israeli apartheid violence.
Google,